Welcome, everyone. Today we're going to talk about three things you should know for the horror scene by Cinestudy. This is one of my favorite projects they have because we have a lot of really good footage that you guys can make some really interesting videos with. So, on my screen, you'll notice I have Premiere Pro and I'm right here getting ready to import my media. So, as usual, we're going to import all of the media. So we're going to go ahead and check them all. And we're going to go ahead and import. I'm not going to add or do anything because I would like to do all my own organization when we bring it in. But let's go ahead and import this. All right. Let's look at our project here. So one of the first tips that I will tell you that you guys should do is you should work on making proxies. Because this project has 4K video, you might notice your computer is going a lot slower. So I would invest the 10 to 15 minutes to make the actual proxies. So how would I do that? Well, in my project, I would search for all my videos that are labeled 4K, and I would right click on them, and you can choose proxy, and we can say create proxies. And we're going to choose what size. Half would bring it down to a 1080p size. If you're going to spend the time doing this, why don't you take it down to a quarter? So that's a nice small video. So you could really scrub through this pretty quick. And you would go ahead and click OK. Now it's going to take a few moments. It is going to open up Adobe Media Encoder. And once Media Encoder opens, I will be able to hit start and it'll start running all of my video files. So let's see. Yep, there it is right there. Media Encoder is opening. We'll give it another second. So now that all these are loaded, you'll notice Media Encoder is already running and it's already starting to build all my different proxies. Now, as I said, this is going to take 10 minutes or so, so just let it do its thing. For the sake of my video right now, I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and we're going to come back over here, and we're going to go ahead and talk about my next tip. So my next tip has to do with working with, let's see, we're going to do 24 frames per second, 1080 video, sequence 1 is fine. My next tip is working with 4K video. So let's get to the editing workspace. And I wanted to show you the source as well as the program monitor here so we can actually talk about this. So we're going to bring up 4K video and we're going to bring in just a small clip, maybe starting here. Well, let's see. Maybe from here to there. So I'm going to go ahead and just bring this onto my timeline and let's talk about it. So this on the left is our source. You see how big the video is? But when I bring 4K video, notice it is zoomed in. So when you guys are working with 4K video, you have to remember to scale it down. So you would go to your effects control and you can set your scale to 50%, and that'll get you back to what the video should actually look like. Now, there's some neat things with this too. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's get that back to fit. There's some neat things you can do as well with this. Let's say we want to do an effect control. You guys can play with scale. So on this scene, I could actually zoom in as we go. It's not really set to be a zoom in. I'd have to kind of work on it. But notice the camera would actually have a zoom effect happening. So the neat thing about 4K, you can actually use it to mimic some camera movements as well. But make sure you remember that when you're working, you actually have to scale things down. Now, the next thing in here, we need to talk about, let's see, color. The colors on these shots are all over the place. So let's see, where's the running scene? Is this the running scene? Nope, that's a different, well, look at this camera compared to this camera. And I need you to notice you're going to have to spend some time doing color corrections. Do I make the camera on the right? Do I make it darker, add more contrast? The camera on the left, do I make it brighter, add some more lighting to it? So you're also going to have to spend some time in this project thinking about the color correction, and then also think about color grading. How can you use color to help you creatively tell the story? So I'm looking for that continuity through the scenes. They should all look very similar. There should not be one that I'm watching where it's very flat and the next one's very contrasty. So think about that. And also the scene, which scene is it? Oh, they're not in order. Let me put them in order here. That's why. For scene 5 and here, this should look like morning. Right now, it kind of looks like they're talking in the middle of the night. So make sure you spend some time adjusting your colors, brightening it up here as well. And that's pretty much it. I think you guys will enjoy this project. It's a lot of fun. If you have any questions, let me know.